Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad to see you here for another video, and today I thought I'd talk all about how minimalism has really saved me as a first-time mum and my top tips for people who are thinking about being more minimal when you have kids. So as you can see, I'm in the nursery. Olivia, who is my little girl, she's 9 weeks old. You might be able to hear it in the background. She's just having some nappy free time, which we do every day just to help her not get nappy rash. But yeah, I am going to be doing a full nursery tour. However, I really need to sort this room out, and I'll show you why. So this is Olivia's wardrobes. We got them from IKEA. They open, like have a half door opening, which is really handy because they don't come out much. But if I open up her wardrobe fully, you can see she has almost a full rail of clothes, and then all of these boxes are full. These are all of her sleep suits. This is completely full, and then we have this bag of clothes as well. I mean, these are 0 to 3, these are 3 to 6, these are 6 to 9, and 6 to 12. So I mean, it is roughly organised, but I really have to have a sort out, especially because this is an entire pile of freshly washed new clothes and blankets and towels that one of my colleagues at work gave to me. So these are all new clothes that have all been freshly washed, and I need to sort through all of them, as well as everything in her wardrobe. As well as all that, I've also just put another load of washing on this morning of Olivia's stuff that she's been wearing this week. So we have clothes coming out of our ears and we're not going to have to, I haven't actually bought any clothes for her. Actually, that's a lie. I've bought her 2 outfits. That is it. Everything else has been second-hand, and I got them off Facebook Marketplace of, like huge big bags full of clothes for like £20, £30. Or family have brought her stuff, or friends have given us things from their children. Yeah, I'm not going to have to buy clothes for her for a while, but I do need to sort them out. So while Olivia is having a great time on her mat, I just thought I would give you a bit of background to me if this is the first video that you've seen of mine of my channel. My name is Katie. I've been a minimalist for about 5 years, and in June I had my first baby, my baby girl Olivia. And I just want to caveat sort of this video to say that I had a super easy pregnancy, a super easy birth. I've had no mental health issues, no physical health issues. She's a very easy, stress-free baby. So, obviously, if you're going through, difficulties with your mental health, or, you've had a lot of pregnancy or birth-related illness or trauma, I don't have those experiences, so that's probably why these first 9 weeks with my baby have been so easy. But another reason why I genuinely believe I had such an easy pregnancy, and I've been having quite a smooth time these first 9 weeks with my first child, is because of minimalism and of how much we've simplified our life. And in this video, I want to talk about sort of some of the things that we've done and I think that really contributed to helping me as a first-time mum. But minimalism and having a simple life, a simplified home, really is at the core of it, and I think it would really help other mums or mums to be for me to share this sort of story and my story, because I really do think that it's contributed to not being stressed. And you know, if when you're first time mum, or if you have children and you are feeling stressed and overwhelmed, you know, maybe you're looking for something to help, I genuinely do think minimalism and simplifying your life will help you. So that's kind of why I want to share it, but sharing with the caveats that I don't have any, you know, postpartum depression or anxiety, and I had no health complications. So obviously if those things were different, maybe I would struggle more. So yeah, caveat to that. Let's have a sort out of these clothes, and then we can have a chat about family minimalism and being a first time mum, and some top tips if you are pregnant and expecting your first, your second, your third, your fourth, your fifth child. So just like if you're decluttering your own wardrobe, I'm going to start by getting everything out of Olivia's wardrobe and all the new clothes that she's got. I'm going to put them into a big pile here, and I'm going to sort them out through age ranges, and then I'm going to go through and actually decide which ones I like and want to keep, which ones I want to donate, and which ones she's already grown out of and I need to put away for when we have another baby. So yeah, let's start the decluttering. Should we go do some decluttering and sort out all your clothes? Yeah? Yeah. Some minimalist, hey? I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. There are so many clothes here. Granted, they are like from newborn all the way up to 1 year old. Olivia's just in a crib trying to get down for a nap. But yeah, this is going to take a bit of sorting. Right, so I'm going to sort everything out into piles of the different age ranges, and then I can go through, see what I like, what I don't like, be a bit, obviously make sure she has enough clothes, but you know, get rid of anything that I'm not sure about or don't love, and actually organise this huge pile. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so while we're just looking at me decluttering these clothes, I thought I would just run through some of the top reasons why minimalism has helped me as a first-time mum. So the first reason why minimalism has helped me be a first-time mum, and why I think other people should be more minimalist when it comes to motherhood, is that, number one, babies are expensive, but with a more minimalist mindset, they don't actually have to be. So not only do you save money by being more conscious of what you're spending on yourself and the baby, because you don't have clutter, you actually have more space to either bulk buy things at lower cost and then store them, or in our particular case, accept more free or second-hand purchases like clothes for our baby's future, meaning that we don't have to buy them and saving money that way. Another way that we keep the cost low when it comes to babies, because we are more minimalist, is that we're actually intentional about what we buy. We know exactly what we have, so we know exactly what we need, and we know exactly what we want. This is really useful when you're communicating with friends and families, especially around things like Christmas and birthdays, because it means you can make a list, tell people what's on the list, and you don't need to buy as much for your child because you can spread that out across friends and family, and you also don't risk the duplication of purchases. So, if you really want to buy her a certain book, you buy it, you spend the money, and then your sister, your brother, the baby's auntie or uncle, they buy the exact same book. That's sort of a duplication of purchase, and you could have saved your money if you knew that if the auntie or uncle was going to be buying them that thing. And lastly, being more minimal helps you just buy less. There's a reason why minimalism is called minimalism, because you have minimal amounts of physical possessions. You don't expect your child to be a minimalist, but you are their gatekeeper, and buying less helps you save money, and you can put that towards your child's future, or help with costs on maternity leave, so you can live the exact same lifestyle even though you're not working and you have much less income. The second way that minimalism helps me as a first-time mum is that it's much easier to keep on top of the housework, and that means I feel much less overwhelmed. Less stuff just means less tidying, and it makes cleaning the house much quicker and easier. It means I can have quite a tidy house without a lot of effort, and for me personally, having a clean house helps me have a clear mind, and it stops me feeling overwhelmed by the amount of tasks I feel like I need to do each day, and not having those feelings of overwhelm, because there was literally less to do, so there's less overwhelm, means I can actually put more time and more effort into looking after my baby, and I don't feel distracted when I do that. I don't feel like I should be doing something else when she's napping. I can enjoy contact naps without feeling like I'm just sitting here doing nothing. I can enjoy just watching her do tummy time, or just letting her be, and I don't feel like I have to be running around like a headless chicken. The third way that minimalism helps me with being a first-time mum is with less distractions around my house. It means I actually have more time to myself, so I'm able to recharge, and I'm less stressed. I'm not a perfect human being, and I am more introverted naturally, so I do need time to myself every day away from the baby. And there is nothing wrong with that, to have some time to yourself. And I feel like more parents would feel better, and feel like they do actually need more time to themselves, but they don't feel like they have enough time in the day to make time for themselves. So when Olivia's dad comes home from work, he takes over looking after Olivia for half an hour, and instead of trying to catch up with my housework, or just feeling so overwhelmed and stressed that it would take an entire day to decompress, it means in that 1 hour I actually have time to do things I like doing, so gardening or making YouTube videos. I'm still able to do all my have my own hobbies, and it only does that 1 hour or half an hour means in that half an hour or an hour, I can actually decompress, I can de-stress. I do feel like I have time to myself to put towards my hobbies, because I'm not running around catching up after myself, and I'm less stressed to begin with. So I can really, that time really is that time to myself, and I can have it completely guilt-free. And the last, and I think most important way that minimalism has really saved me as a first-time mum is that because I live by my values, because I am kind of clear on my goals and what's important to me, which takes work doing, but because I am really clear about what is important in my life, I am so much more confident in my choices and my abilities as a mother. And this is especially true as a first-time mum. It's a new skill, and we're learning all the time, and as first-time parents in particular, but with subsequent children too, it's really easy to fall into bad habits, but also to be constantly questioning whether you're doing the right thing. Because I have less clutter, I have less mental clutter and physical clutter. I'm not running around after myself all of the time. I am less stressed. I have less distractions. It means I have more time to do research and more time to learn about what you can do. But also critically, I think, I actually have the brain space and time to actually think about whether a technique or a method or whatever I'm looking at is actually something I agree with, something that aligns with my own values and my family's values, and it's something I actually feel confident in doing and being consistent with. All that means, as a first-time parent, I'm actually confident in the choices I'm making for my family and my abilities, and that's incredibly empowering, as you have so much advice and so many opinions thrown at you. To be able to stand up and say I'm doing this and be confident in that decision and not second guess myself completely reduces my anxiety around parenting, and that's 100% due to the fact that I'm living my life according to my values. I'm making sure that everything we bring into our lives, be that activities, be it physical possessions, be it commitments, time commitments, everything is considered, because I actually feel like I have the brain space to be able to consider them. Actually being confident in my abilities, being confident in saying to other people, this is what we're doing, this is not what we're not doing. All of this really helps as a first-time parent to, just not second guess yourself. And because I feel like that would be incredibly exhausting all the time. Right, so it's now the next day, and I sorted all the clothes out into 4 piles. So this is 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and then 9 to 12. And then some boots there, some towels there. But these 2 piles are the ones that are absolutely ginormous and need to be halved. And then I need to go through all of it really, but I'll go through this pile first, because this is what she's wearing now, and then I'll move on to 3 to 6, and then 6 to 9 months old in this pile. I've just spent ages going through all of the piles. This is the pile of stuff that I'm going to keep for 6 months to 1 year. This is the pile of 3 to 6 months. This is her pile of stuff that she's wearing now, 0 to 3 months, but there's also some bits in here. This is quite small, this pile, because she's already 2 months old, so she'll be growing out of this stuff pretty soon. And then this is all the stuff that I've done when I've been doing like my first pass of all of this. This is all stuff that's either like a maybe or a no. So I need to sort of sort through all of this out into like solid no's, and maybe if I have another baby in a different season sort of thing. So but I imagine most of this will actually be, well, I might probably sell most of this into a big bundle or something on Facebook Marketplace. But I'm very pleased. That's a lot of stuff to not have. And I'm really pleased with all these piles. I know what she's got. I know she has enough of everything. So we can definitely have a no clothes buying policy. And yeah, now I just need to fold and sort and store all this away. But we've got plenty of room in the wardrobe. We've got plenty of room in these drawers. So that shouldn't be a problem at all.